Hello. This is my van. I'm in so far over my head, but I think it's going to be fine. I'll just, when you break a big project down into little pieces, it's not so difficult. So far, what I've done is I put all the sound deadener in and all the insulation. I chose Havelock wool for my insulation, and it was such a good choice because installing it was almost a spiritual experience. You're just pulling these pieces off the wool and stuffing them in all the little holes. And the reason I chose it, well, I chose it for three reasons. First of all, because it's the most nature friendly, and when you're in a 10 by 6 space, I don't think you want any sort of a product that's going to create fumes because they're going to stay with you. I chose it because of its ability to handle water condensation. Now, there's a lot of people out there that say it doesn't hold it, that it retains the water, and so I don't know what to say about that, but that was one of the reasons why I chose it, and I think it'll be fine. And the third reason was because I thought it would be, like, a van has so many cubby holes. This is Bear. This is Wolfie. It's the Poochmobile. It has so many cubby holes and so many odd-shaped areas that in order to really get it so that there's no metal uncovered, and the way that heat transfer works is metal is a really great conductor of heat and cold, so that if you have a part that has no insulation, it's going to allow heat and cold to come in and escape. It's like an open door. So by stuffing all these little cubby holes and all these strange spaces, you sort of have it so that every place there's metal, there's some insulation. So that's why I chose it. When it comes right down to it, other ones have higher R factors, so maybe they're better. I think it depends on who you are and what you want, and just make a choice and take a chance. If you start like Googling all the videos for all the things you can do here, there are so many options for how you do a floor, how you do the walls, how you do. So like, oh, my eyes watering from the cold. So what I'm keeping in mind is A, what I can handle by myself as a person doing this with very minimal help. B, what is going to be most secure. My biggest concern is that that things are going to move around. So my goal is to stay light and stay very solidly secured to the walls of the van. I hope to get RV status, and in Pennsylvania, I believe what you have to do is make an appointment for a special inspection, and there's lots of things they look at. They want to make sure you have the right wires, that the right electricians did it. I don't know what they want, but I'm trying to follow what they're going to need so that in the end I can pass. Although my insurance was very cheap, I ended up going with Allstate, and they have this plan where you pay a daily rate and then you pay per mile that you use. So every month I have $95 in there, and it goes up or down by what you use, and I've yet to drive 1 mile in this, mostly because of all the snow. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I did, but first I'm going to take the doggies. Go ahead, walk around. Okay, so look at that, it's snowing. Okay, so I wanted to cover the wheel well, and I'm using this material that you'd use for ski pants. Probably because I happen to have a few yards left over from a pair of lovely straight leg pants with ostrich hems. But I'm doing this because my bench is covering this part, and it's going to have storage inside it where I can stuff the cushions and stuff like that, the bedding. And I don't want it to be touching the wool. I want it to touch something clean. So what I did was I draped this across, then drew with crayon the line, then folded it in half and took the difference between the two sides. Then I draped this curved piece across it, pinned it here, And now I can see it fits quite well. What I'm going to do is this part down here, I'm leaving, and it's going to go under the floor. This part up here, I will attach like to here and to here. So now I'm going to take it inside and sew it because it looks pretty good.
Okay, that's what the finished piece looks like. And now I'm going to end my video and get to work on making the window covers.